Welcome back to Cars Analyzed. I'm Chad, and today we're taking a look at our monthly recall report. So before we get started, let me get the disclaimer out of the way. Thank you for that. The top 5 notable recalls, and maybe I'm going to throw in a bonus. I'm still thinking about that. With that said, let's jump into this. The first on the list is Hyundai and Kia. Together, they are recalling approximately 300,000 SUVs for a tow hitch fire risk. Not only are they recalling these SUVs, but they've also put a stop sale on existing inventory. So if you're looking to purchase a Hyundai Palisade or a Kia Telluride, and you found one on the dealership lot, you may not be able to purchase that, at least not yet, until they figure out a fix for this. There appears to be a risk of fire stemming from the printed circuit board that is a part of the components that make up the tow hitch assembly. Whether it's contamination or moisture, either one could cause a fire. Hyundai and Kia are currently looking to develop a remedy for the situation, but as of now, neither manufacturer has developed one. They do recommend their customers to park their vehicles away from structures for the time being. Number 2 on our list is Ferrari. Ferrari is recalling approximately 24,000 cars for a potential brake failure. Wow, this list of cars is quite long, and it dates back to model year 2005. It makes you think, why did it take so long for them to discover the problem and then remedy the situation with a recall? According to the recall, vehicles on this list have a brake fluid reservoir cap that may not vent as intended. And because of that, it could cause a vacuum, which could cause the brake fluid to leak. This is a very serious issue. You need your brake fluid. Without it, obviously, your Ferrari can still go fast, but it's not stopping from that high speed. Next on the list is Ford. Ford is recalling no fewer than 184,698 pickups. Quote from Auto Evolution. F-150 pickup trucks, model years 2021 and 2022, for a potentially damaged drive shaft. Apparently what is happening with this ongoing issue, right? So it's not brand new. It looks like this has been ongoing between the Ford F-150, 250, and 350. What's happening is the underbody sound insulators may have been installed with inadequate adhesion, which could result in them loosening, falling, or sagging, which would result in them coming into contact with the drive shaft and damaging the drive shaft. If the drive shaft becomes damaged, you could lose power and or control of your vehicle. Ford is recalling 65,000 units of their new Maverick pickup truck. How long has this even been on sale for? Has it even been that long? It looks like there is some issues with the side airbag and how they were tested, the difference between Ford's testing procedure as well as the nhtsa. Ford is going to need to replace both the left and right side curtain airbag modules for those 65,000 Ford Mavericks. Ford will begin notifying owners on September 22nd. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you to please subscribe and turn on notifications. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. The next recall on the list is the Ford Mustang Mach-E, which has a battery problem that could immobilize the EV, the electric vehicle. So the battery could overheat, causing the car to fail to start or stop, or even turn off, according to one account. Ford has notified its dealers not to deliver the 2021 and 2022 Mustang Mach-E while it addresses the issue. Ford states that the issue of the overheating battery stems from the battery's main contactors, which have the potential to overheat. Also from Car and Driver, Ford issued a statement today that explained, quote, DC fast charging and repeated wide open pedal events can cause the high voltage battery main contactors to overheat. Overheating may lead to arcing and deformation of the electrical contact surfaces, which can result in a contactor that remains open or a contactor that welds closed. An overheated contactor that opens while driving can result in loss of motive power, which can increase the risk of an accident, end quote. As I mentioned, I'm going to include a bonus on this list, and I'm going to pick on the Germans. Volkswagen is recalling 2022 Golf R and Golf GTIs due to overly sensitive touch switch. But that's not the only thing. So a few months ago, apparently they recalled no fewer than 4,269 vehicles in the United States that had a poorly designed engine cover. So most engine covers are made out of plastic, right? And that engine cover may come loose and come into contact with the turbo. And turbos run extremely hot. And what does that mean? Well, that turbo could end up starting to melt and cause a fire for that engine cover. So anyway, back to the new one at hand that has to do with the overly sensitive touch switch. So the touch switch for the sunroof may be too sensitive. Apparently, it can be inadvertently pressed. The sunroof could be activated despite the sunroof's anti-pinch protection. It apparently does not conform to the FMVSS 118 test steel ball. Looks like they're still trying to figure out exactly how many examples and when they were built in order to issue the recall. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 plus the bonus recalls for August of 2022. Remember, these are not all of them. There's plenty more out there. Make sure you are regularly checking your vehicle for formal recalls, as well as reaching out to your auto manufacturer to see if there's any service bulletins or any other potential issues that may need to be addressed. With that said, I want to thank you very much for joining, and until next time.